I was sick of looking like a fool. You don't see that so much in season 2, but in my life off camera, like I felt like a fool a lot of the time.
So hi, right off the bat, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much. I just came from New York City, which is, I'm trying to make it all work. Just flying in from Scottsdale, a lot of red eyes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how is it going back and forth and how are you settling into Scottsdale?
Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, it'll be a year, December
Oh
21st,
my.
since I moved to Scottsdale, but I've probably been there a total of 4 months if you actually count the time I've been there.
There's nonstop action going on with you.
Yes, always on
I'm
the go.
You're married. So right off the bat, congratulations. Speaking of nonstop action, tell me about newlywed life. How is it?
It's great. And I think, when you're older, for women listening, I think you know what you want. It's easier. And so you're not wondering like, does the guy like me or do I like him? You know what you want. And if they have what you're looking for, then it's like a done deal.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what is your favorite thing about your husband? The thing that made you be like, you know what, this is the one, I'm ready.
He's the sweetest, kindest, most humble person. And he's a shy guy. He's an introvert, So it's like we have these personalities. And when I say introvert, I mean, of course, we go to parties and he'll talk to whoever, but, he's a quiet guy. And I'm like, I'm me.
You're, yeah, you're quite extroverted.
Yeah.
And that kind of explains why we haven't really met him yet. I'm sure is he
Yeah.
like just wanting
And
to stay off camera totally?
yeah, he doesn't want to be on TV, obviously. And, I'm going to, showcase my wedding photos towards the end of the season so that, the viewers have a good show to watch.
Oh, that's awesome. What kind of wedding did you have? Was it smaller or bigger, all out?
I had a intimate wedding in my mom's house in my backyard. It was 17 of us. It was just his family and my family. My grandparents were there. It was so beautiful. And as my mom would like to say, whether it was 20 people or 200 people, she paid the same.
So it was like very lavish regardless.
Stunning. It was beautiful.
Well, I can't wait to see the pictures. Do you have any plans to do kind of like a bigger celebration with people later, or are you like, let's just move on?
No, we're going to have a big reception in Miami for all our friends and family
Oh, that's
in the spring.
exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So are you like mid planning with that, or has that not come up yet?
My mom and dad are in India right now, and they're like, can you please find a place? Like, can you do something?
You've got a lot going on. You're flying back
Yes.
and forth. It's tough.
Yeah.
Now, with this kind of like fairy tale whirlwind romance, what has it been like? You're watching the show back as it was when you were filming, and now you're living this like totally different life.
Well, in the show, you're going to see what it took to get to this place because, you're filming a show, you're vulnerable. And I know I didn't talk a lot about my now husband or, the relationship in depth because at 38, if it doesn't work out, you don't want to put someone on a TV show. You're like, okay, that was the guy that I thought, and then it didn't work out. And
Mhm.
so that had happened so many times to me. And so I was at my wits' end with like introducing my now husband to anybody. My parents only met him after I moved in with him.
Mhm.
My grandparents, when you're watching the show, my castmates, my friends, they're all mad that they haven't met him. My
Mhm.
grandparents hadn't met him. He met my brother at my wedding.
Oh, wow.
So I was like exactly what I'm saying on the show, I'm saying in life when the camera's not rolling.
Mhm.
No one's meeting my husband until we're married. Now
Yeah.
we can all, we're having the party, he can meet everybody, but it was a very weird situation because yes, you want it to work out, but if that chance where it doesn't work out happens, and then I look like a fool again. And I was sick of that. I was sick of looking like a fool. You don't see that so much in season two, but in my life off camera, like I felt like a fool a lot of the times. It was like, oh, who are you talking to this week? Because it was like a joke. It was like
Right,
someone
right.
different all the time.
But that's how dating is. But I totally get, wanting to not
And
do that necessarily in front of everyone.
I'm actually like a soft like teddy bear. So,
Mhm.
I like a lot of people and you think it's working and then it's not.
Right. Well, and you said that your cast members, your fellow friends were kind
I
of like
it's
upset
so
about not
weird.
it.
It's so weird saying cast members
I
because they're
know.
not,
You're right.
especially on Family Karma, like to even say that. Like I always say friends, but then I use the word cast when I'm talking so that you know who I'm talking
Right.
about. But if I just said
Right.
friends, when I say friends, I mean them.
Yeah. You're right. Exactly. The friends that we know.
Yes, the friends that America knows. You know, it's just hard as a woman. Like I talk about it. Like at some point, it felt like I was an alien because I wasn't married and people
Mhm.
just couldn't relate to me or thought something was wrong with me.
Mhm.
Because not just in Indian culture, in the world, we put so much pressure on women to be with a man.
Mhm. Absolutely. And you had totally felt the pressure. We'd gotten to see that in the first couple of seasons.
The
So how
show, the show didn't even the show scratched the surface of what was happening, in life, like day to day. Obviously, you're not on the show every day of your life. And so I'm grateful to Bravo for showcasing that story because it wasn't just for Indian people. So many women message me and they're like, yeah, it's all of us. Like, I'm single, I'm in my late 30s, or, I'm I just had a breakup and I don't know if I'll find someone ever again, which was a lot of what I was feeling season 1 and 2.
and did that help at all to feel like you were kind of part of this bigger community?
Absolutely. And I always knew that because I have so many girlfriends who are in their late 30s who aren't married.
Yeah, exactly. And so now you get to speak for them on this national platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And how has that changed now that you are with someone? Does it feel like the pressure is gone? Do you have more like mental space for other things or
Well, I like to say we're Indian. Our parents are always going to yell at us about something, so that it never ends. Like,
yeah, right.
now they're like, okay, what are you going to do like with the rest of your life? Like it's not kids yet. It's too soon
Yeah.
for that. It's
Mhm.
like, okay, so now what? Like what are you going to do?
Oh, like you don't have enough going on. Yeah,
Yeah,
apparently.
exactly. With my parents, like that's and then a lot of people who watch the show, they're like, you give me hope that I can find someone. And I was like, honestly, no shame, no sharam in Hindi.
Mhm.
I made dating my full-time job. And you saw that in season 2, and I
Mhm.
didn't care. I had to put everything on hold
Mhm.
to make this a priority because I never put my personal life first.
Yeah. Well, what is next? I mean, not to be your parents too, but what are
You
you up
say
to
you
now?
say yes, you say yes to every setup. You join dating apps, which cringe. Like, never thought I always wanted to find someone like at Whole Foods.
Yeah, where are all the Whole Foods guys?
Like, I'm an elder millennial. Like, my dream was not to find someone on a dating app, but
Mhm.
here we are. We met on a dating app, and I did the most. Like, for 2 years, 2 solid years, I said yes to all the setups. Someone wanted me to meet someone. Maybe I didn't like what they look like in the photo, like they weren't a match, but I'd say yes because you never know. Someone could, change your mind with a conversation. Like
Mhm.
a lot of things like that. So I just put myself out there, and a lot of the times it didn't work out, and I kept going.
Until it did work out, and
Yeah,
now
I
here you
swiped on
are.
over. I swiped on over 1,000 people.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
I mean, listen, you gotta kiss a lot of frogs, they say.
I didn't kiss them, but
Yeah,
yeah.
right. Well, we've got, your relationship life is going really well. You are living this newlywed bliss. Where are you at with the friendships that we see on Family Karma? Because I know we had some ups and downs, like Vishal and Risha's wedding was a little, there's tension there.
That's the stuff you have to wait and see because
Mhm.
I think this season, especially, everyone has so much going on in their own relationships with their own significant others, and people are getting married.
Mhm.
It's intense, it's a lot. So I feel like you're going to see that unfold. Like, how are we all managing our friendships in addition to our relationships in our
It
lives, like personal
yeah,
life?
it seems like it's the friendships are taking a little bit of a knock as everyone's trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot this season. And you saw the last episode.
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't seen the one coming up yet, but
mhm.
I hear it's intense. And I was there, obviously. We filmed
Right.
the season, and I truly feel for Monica.
Yeah. So with the Rish and Monica rumor, was that the first time you had heard about that, or were there like inklings talking people talking around?
You know, as Indians, right, we push things under the rug. So
Mhm.
those aren't things we really discuss on a barbecue day with the parents. Our parents are with us a lot of the time. And that's why you see in the show, I take Brian to his room to
Mhm.
bring up, why did you tell Rishi and not Monica and all those things. So a lot of the times that we are together, our families are there. And so we don't discuss these things. So a lot of what you're seeing, I'm seeing for the first time.
Oh wow. Yeah. So it was really a shock.
Yes.
Oh gosh. And did right off the bat were you like, "Oh, that tracks, like I believe that," or did you need a little more convincing?
It's like watching a Lifetime movie now, right? For me, like let's bring out the facts. Where's the evidence? Like I'm not going to make any judgment or assume anything without unless I was there with my camera. I don't know.
Right, right. And it's a big accusation to be, I guess, jumping onto.
I didn't say it. I wasn't there. As I sipped the chai, I didn't
Yeah.
spill it.
Yes, you can just sip it. Yeah.
I do like to spill it, but it wasn't my chai to spill this time.
Exactly, exactly. And you said moving forward, there's a lot of drama, but we also get like Amrit's wedding. Are we going to be filled up emotionally too?
I told Amrit, like, you're so annoying because you had the best wedding I've ever been to. He had my dream wedding.
Really? Oh, I'm so
It
excited
was
to see it.
magical. Magical. Like, we were all just so grateful to be part of that. I mean,
Mhm.
I didn't think in my lifetime I'd ever be at an Indian gay wedding.
Yeah. What does that make you, think about now that you have experienced that and it's something that you've been to now?
I'm proud of our community. I'm especially proud of our parents and, I like to say the boomers in our community because I none of us expected that they would be, so open and loving and caring. The Indians, you know, of the community came together to support Amrit, and there were a lot of tears. It was amazing. I want to cry now, like talking about it. Like, it was more than just a wedding for everyone.
Oh, that's awesome. I cannot wait to see that. I know that everyone is going to just be weeping alongside
Yeah.
everyone else.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm just curious if there's anything else later this season that you want to tease for people that we might not be expecting, anything to, let us know what's coming without letting us know.
Do some people get engaged?
Ooh, do they? Let's we'll have to tune in and find out.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And this is a wonderful season and I can't wait for next season. Have you heard anything about that yet?
We don't know. And
Mhm.
we're trying to enjoy this wave because it's also our first season where we're not in COVID with any restrictions. So, it's exciting for us to be able to meet people all over the country and talk about our show. It's amazing.